just sat back and just thought about life, period. Have you ever been lost, confused, unsure about something, unclear, perplexed, bewildered, or even disoriented? Life just sometimes can pull you in so many directions, and it can have you feeling bland or blah, if you want to call it that. So you, the viewer who's watching, out of these 7 words this year, if you could pick one, what would it be and why? And I want you to leave it in the comment section. Me, I would say I'm confused a bit. Not in the sense of about me personally. It's just a lot of shit that confuses me about life, women, love, relationships, financial gain, school, career choices. It's just a lot of shit, you know. It just confuses me, particularly music or movies. I just be confused at the fact that if we use music, and we can use music as a form of, let's say, life in a sense, why would you do something that you know you shouldn't do, but you're doing it for the wrong reasons, or you're doing it for somebody else? That type of shit always confuses me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't get that. Like, I was always taught that you do what you want to do no matter who believes in you. You stand for what you believe in. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. So the confusing part with me is when I see people doing certain things that I can tell they're not built for, but yet they still try to give off this vibe as if that they're authentic at what they're doing. And that's no shot at anybody. I'm just talking about life. That shit somehow can lead you to be unsure about a lot of things. I get a lot of questions sometimes about relationships and how, I guess, some people don't understand the mind state of a female. It just depends on the type of female that you're into. Even women, women are very unclear at what the fuck they want from the beginning. And it'll leave you lost at the fact that why ain't they unsure what they want? It's like they say one thing, but they do another thing. And it shouldn't be that difficult to understand that, okay, if you actually want to be with somebody, you be with them. It's not a hard choice. Or the other shit that confused me about chicks is when we all know that one particular female, or many females, they got more than one kid, not with either baby daddy, but every other fucking day they in love, they out of love. This week she's single, next month she together with somebody, and you just be sitting there like, yo, this chick really is lost, and I'm not understanding. She ain't making no sense, because every time I come across a female and I ask them a certain question, I say, I have a girlfriend, I'm good. It's just that I don't be understanding what they're bitching and complaining is about, where it's like, oh, it's no good niggas out here, and yada, yada, yada. Niggas ain't shit. The way I look at it is, you're chasing the same nigga over and over. And before they can even tell me their story, I already break their story down to them in a reply. And it's like, wow, you understood what I said before I even said it. It's because I'm good at reading people. Just because this nigga lives on a different side of town and drives a different car don't mean he a different nigga. It's the same nigga you chasing. And I don't think this generation really understands the difference between a real man. They getting that confused with a real nigga. A real nigga and a real man, to me, is not the same thing. You know what I mean? Because a real nigga don't mean you ready to shoot somebody or you sell drugs. It's not about that. A real man stands up for what he believes in, and he know how to treat a woman. You feel me? So at the same time, when you hear these chicks, and I'm quite sure a lot of y'all males got female friends out there that steady bitching over certain shit, and it's like nobody wants to look in the mirror and blame themselves. They rather blame everybody around them. Like, not to throw her under the bus, I won't say her name. She got 3 kids, and she's not with neither one of the baby daddies, but she's steady linked to a nigga that's no good. You know how you can just look at somebody and can tell that nigga's no good. Why are you with him? But it's that some women don't feel complete unless they with somebody. They have to be in a relationship to feel whole. You know what I mean? And I never understood that. It's just like, instead of you getting yourself together and being a good mother to your kids, you rather sit here and chase after some dumbass, dirty ass, trifling ass nigga to make you feel special about yourself, just to show off on social media. But the whole thing you missing the importance of life, what really makes you happy, is your kids. You know, that's where the conversation gets weird, because it's like, you don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about drinking and party and all this dumb shit. And it's like, yo, you like 26, almost 27. Like, it's about raising your kids. It ain't really about a nigga. If he's not here to contribute and help you build your situation up, then why are you with him? It's like you going backwards instead of going forward. So, in retrospect, yeah, she's a lost bitch. And no disrespect to women, but I look at women and bitches different. A woman is not going to put nothing before her kids. Nothing. I don't care who the fuck it is. Because they bared that child for 9 months and they're raising that child. And they're going to put no nigga before their kids. A woman wouldn't. A bitch would. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part where I try to show niggas that just because something is good on the outside, the bitch can be rotten on the inside. And that's in every sense. From her heart to her soul to her personality, even to her pussy. You just got to know what you're looking for and know your self-worth before you step out there. I mean, we all fell for it before. You think a chick is something, you find out that she not. But that's the way life is sometimes. It throw you in so many directions and you just be like, what the fuck? That's the whole point of this post. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling tomorrow when you wake up? We all have different days we feel certain ways. Maybe today I'm feeling confused. The next day I may be unclear of a certain situation. But the whole thing is, I'm still me at the end of the day, and I try to not preach, but, give experiences. We all made mistakes in life. Nobody can say they're perfect. But the point is, from learning from that mistake to do better, so you won't go through that mistake again, and you can see somebody headed down that same path, and you can pull them out the way, and help them. I mean, you could take a horse to water, you can't make them drink. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times people are too hard-headed and don't want to listen to certain shit because they look at your situation like, well, if you telling me this, then why your situation ain't better? Nigga, I just gave you the reason why I'm in a situation I'm in. I see you headed the same way. Don't do that. Do it like this. And you'll surpass me and surpass anything you probably wanted to be plus more. But nobody really wants to receive information. They think they know it all. And that's the thing I don't really understand. So, I mean, I have, homeboys and homegirls, cousins and brothers and shit like that, but it's just like, I don't feel I like to give advice because nobody listened to it. But if I called it, not saying that I'm a psychic or no shit, or I can see into the future, but let's just say 95% of the time I mention something before it happens, and it's like, wow, you did call that. So, all I'm saying is, how are you feeling today? If you have to pick any one of these words you see on the screen, how are you feeling tomorrow? How do you think you'll be feeling next week? And those are the type of conversations that I feel are needed sometime, even on this channel. It ain't always got to be about music. I mean, that's just one aspect of it. I mean, music soothes the soul and it speaks for you in a way it's a story, but at the same time, we all have our own story to tell. So what is your story? You know what I mean? When you really look at your life and what you're doing, everything that may be good right now, you make one wrong slip, you can end up on the wrong road, and you did all that for nothing because you lost everything. So that's the whole part about me being confused about a lot of shit I see. I don't always speak on it, But I'm not easily fooled by bullshit I see on the screen or I see on the fucking internet. I don't believe the internet. You could be anything on the internet, and that's the problem. But when you can be your real self and bring that to the internet, it makes you an outcast, because a lot of people don't really want to hear certain shit because they know that they fake. It's easy to spot somebody that's fake. It's the ones that's doing too much for no apparent reason. When in real life, if you really look at what they're saying and you break that down, you see they full of shit. So I look at them as they lost. You know what I mean? They confused at what the fuck they even doing, so they unsure about themselves. Those are the type of people you stay away from. When you got somebody that's unsure about themselves, leave them alone if you can't help them, because they're going to pull you into their bullshit. Misery loves company. You know what I mean? And that's the whole disoriented shit about it. It's just like, what the fuck was that for? You know? But it's just me talking and, food for thought, I guess, to help somebody out there that's probably paying attention and can learn something from what I've been through. And shit, maybe something that, you can help me with. It's the same thing, I always believe in good aura, you know what I mean? Karma and everything like that. Just because I may be a little older, that don't mean a younger person doesn't have some experience in something I didn't experience that can help me. It's possibly true. So I don't ever push people away from advice or concerns because they can know something I don't. I don't know everything. I just know what I've been through. And so at the same time, I just try to enlighten people and let them know that it's always somebody there to listen and really understand you, not just listening to try to see what they can gain from you or use you. That ain't what I'm all about. And I think people should start to understand that. But it's just me being me, man. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Shout out to all the subscribers for rocking with a nigga. I very much appreciate it. 1.